with the whole introduction thing, so I'm just gonna jump right in this shiznit. Topic for this video is breastfeeding in public. I am a mom of a 5-month-old and I breastfeed. I just really wanted to speak on people's views on it and how I feel about it. I know a lot of people don't really like it in public, but it's natural. It has to be done. I mean, really, if you think about it, way back in the day, they didn't have formula. All they had was the boobs. And what did they do? They popped the baby on it. But I have a confession to make. I thought seeing women breastfeed in public was absolutely inappropriate, and it was because breasts are sexualized. They're not for what they're actually made for, feeding babies. It's a part of, you know, being sexual. So you just have to learn how to separate it, and that's really hard for some people. My biggest thing was I see a lot of women just kind of popping it out there, don't really give two F's about who sees it and what they have to say. And why I can't do it is because I do still sexualize my breasts, and I feel like if I were to pull my whole breast out, it would be kind of a little bit disrespectful to my husband, because he still sexualizes my breasts. And if he's still sexualizing my breasts and I'm showing everybody in public my breast, I feel like he would be, let's just be honest here, he would be so freaking mad. Why are you showing everybody your boobs? Yep, these are your boobs. These are my boobs. Can't do that. So, I still breastfeed in public though. If your baby's hungry, you gotta feed them. I always just wear a tank top underneath my shirts. I pull my shirt up, I, pull my breast out underneath my shirt, and then I lift it up enough to where my breast is covered and my son can access my nipple. I don't use those covers. I see a lot of women who are like myself that don't like to just pull my breast out, who have the covers, but my son gets really hot and he sweats. I don't think it's a bad thing anymore, and I actually feel kind of guilty for judging those women that were breastfeeding in public before, because it really is so very natural. But I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. If it makes you uncomfortable in public, then that's okay. However, I don't find that it's okay for you to approach a woman and tell her that it's disgusting. Mind your business. But I'm gonna go ahead and get another point of view on this. I'm gonna bring 2 guest stars in to get their opinions on it and how they feel. So without further ado, my husband. Hi, husband.
Hey, wife.
This is husband. When I first started breastfeeding in public, how did you feel about it?
I was like, better not be staring at my wife. Because I feel like people feel uncomfortable about it, so I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
How did you feel about breastfeeding in public before we had the boy?
One time, I seen a lady do it at a theme park, and she just looked inappropriate.
Actually, I remember this time. We were at Busch Gardens and she just whipped it out, and me and Fraser looked at each other like, dang, she's gonna whip it out like that? But like I said before, you don't know until you do it. And I think that's really all it is just like experience, because I hear a lot about guys having issues with their wives or significant others breastfeeding in public because they still sexualize breasts.
Breasts are sexualized, but at the same time, they're for feeding babies.
We have a second guest star that I would like to introduce.
For your viewing pleasure, let us introduce you to the boy.
Ah, it's the boy.
It's the boy. Say hello, boy.
How do you feel about breastfeeding in public? How do you feel when people stare at you rudely when you're getting fed? Has anybody ever said anything to you? There you have it, folks. Words from the baby's mouth. Wanted to talk about breastfeeding in public and how I felt about it before and how I feel about it now. If you liked it, like it, and if you loved it, subscribe. Okay, bye. Like stress? Yeah.